Hello, my friends. Well, I want to show you what I did with the pour you're about to watch. When I stopped the video, I think I was pleased with it, but as it continued to morph, the area in the upper right that you see there, well, obviously the pearls, my nice round pearls, got bigger and bigger, and so was not happy with it. I think I had left too much paint in that corner. But I was so happy with the rest of it, and the colors were pretty nice, that I decided I would add this, embellish it. I wasn't planning to embellish it, but I did add this wonderful lizard on there. Let me bring you in for a closer look at him, and I think he detracts from the boo-boo up in the corner there, but I think he's pretty fun. And look how that little bit of a shadow that I added under the tail makes it look very dimensional. So I think it's a winner after all, but next time I've just got to be more careful about pouring off more of that black paint. It's tricky, but it worked out in the end. And now let's get to the video. Hello, my friends. I'm going to be attempting the Dump and Swirl again today. I have tried numerous times and I haven't been entirely happy with anything I've done yet. So trying again. In theory, it should be a very simple pour. You just pour a bunch of metallics onto your canvas, dump some black paint over that, tilt it around, and let it develop on its own. But the secret, of course, as you probably know, is your consistencies have to be just right. Too thick, and the pearls won't pop through. Too thin, and they'll just grow grotesquely large. I've had both those things happen. And the other factor, I think, is important, is the amount of black paint that you dump on here should be the right amount. If you have too little, you have to stretch too much, and then your cells get wonky. And if you have too much, I think it pushes the colors off the canvas. So that's the calculations of the amount of paint is tricky as well. So I'm trying on this 20 by 20, and I have written down exactly what I did in the way of consistency and amount of paint. And I will share that with you if we have success here. And if you're watching, we had success. Either that or a giant flop, and I just thought you might enjoy watching that happen. So my colors today are all Extreme Sheen, because that seems to be the magic formula, magic paint for this technique. In Amethyst, Peridot, Aquamarine, and 24 karat gold. And my dump paint is black Artist Loft. All of these are mixed with Floetrol and a little bit of water. And again, I will put the exact ratios down below. I did find that the Extreme Sheen took kind of different amounts of water depending on the color. But I'll give you all that information later. Okay, I'm going to apply these not in giant puddles, but in kind of a ribbon fashion. I did this on my last one, and I kind of liked the way the cells were coming up, but as I was tilting, my phone fell in to the black paint. So fortunately, that's waterproof, and I was able to quickly rinse it off and all is well, but my painting got messed up. But also, I don't think my paint was thin enough. So it's kind of pretty, but the corner of it where the phone fell in is all messed up. So but I'm letting it dry, and I may show you at some future date. And I may be able to correct it with some brush painting. But I don't think my paints were thin enough because the cells didn't develop fully. I still had a lot of negative space. So we shall see how this goes. And gold. Here we go, my dump paint. My dump paint is a little bit thinner than these colors. And here we go. If this one isn't a success, I'm gonna give up on this technique for a while. Move on to something else. I just can't stand the waste of paint. Maybe I just need a break from it. But hopefully we'll have success. All right, now I'm just gonna quickly go off each corner. Up there, back to the center. This corner. Over there. And back, and come on. Oh, I gotta be careful of my phone. Be a little more aware. This is about when it happened last time when I hit the rack that's holding my phone, and down it went. So, I've seen a few things happening. Okay. I'll do what I've seen Dwight do a million times. Dwight is the king of this technique. But I have tried following his directions, and I can't get anywhere. All right, I've got a giant negative space here. Sure like to see some pearls showing up here. Do I need to pour off some more, perhaps? Let's try that. Really, when you start seeing your pearls develop, you should stop, because you don't want them getting all wonky shaped. So I think I will stop, even though I have this huge negative space area. Tilt that way a little bit, see if I can't get something going in that corner. It doesn't look like the paint's moving that much. I'm going to stop. I'll hit it with a torch and then just let it do its thing. All right, well, where's my purple? Purple disappeared. I can see the green and the, what is it? Aquamarine? Yeah, a little bit of that. Maybe some of the gold. I guess this maybe is the purple. Oh. All right, I'll just let the camera run for maybe half an hour. And then I'll come back and we'll see what we got. Okay, my friends, it's been probably 40 minutes now, and I don't know if it's going to do any more, but it's filled in nicely, and the cells over here in the negative space are nice and round. I like that. Let me bring you in for a closer look. This is the best success I've had at this technique so far. It'll be interesting to see how it dries. If it dries dark, because I don't know about these metallics, if they're gonna absorb the black and darken up considerably. That remains to be seen, but I will let it dry, and then I'll tack on the dried result at the end so you can see. Thank you for joining me, my friends. Complete details on my paints and mixes and ratios will be down in the description box. I would love to have you give it a try and let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.